this one is going to be a little bit more long form because this is a bit of a longer chapter or piece of the story. Maybe it's just all the loading, I don't know. I might need to grind a little bit when the stream isn't rolling, just so I can level up. And if possible, I might as well get some side quests and items. Once you get up here to the Heliodor downtown, Eric is going to talk to you about how he and his partner in crime helped each other hide a red orb, and that's basically the crux of this part of the story.
About a year ago, me and Dirk, my partner in crime, managed to acquire one of the royal family's most precious possessions, the red orb.
So you stole it.
They got wise and pulled me in eventually, but not before we'd stashed it somewhere safe so we could pick it up later. Right down there is the biggest, stinkingest garbage pile in all of Heliodor. Me and Dirk buried the orb slap bang in the middle of it. After all, no one would ever think of looking for it there. We're criminal geniuses, I tell you.
Smartest dumb thing I've ever heard.
Time to go liberate that loot. To the garbage pile.
I bet as soon as we get a look there, it's not there. Because this guy isn't nearly as smart as he thinks he is. He is more well known in Heliodor than I am.
This is the spot. Keep a lookout, okay? I'm going to grab the loot. Now, it was around here somewhere. It's definitely here. I'm 1000% sure. It's not here. You gotta be kidding me. Me and Dirk were the only ones who knew where it was. Wait a minute. That rat! He must have done the dirty on me and taken it for himself. Damn it! I should have known! A thieving little... Wait till I get my hands on him. I'm gonna find him. And you're gonna help me. Okay. The inn we used to crash at is just over there. Come on. It's the only one with an upstairs. You can't miss it.
What makes you think he's there either? So once you figure out that the red orb is missing, you essentially go on this wild goose chase. That basically puts you at the complete mercy of the story, and it somehow turns into you getting apples and holy water for a dog.
This whole place hasn't changed a bit.
What happened to covering your face, huh, hero?
Dirk and me used to lay low here whenever things got hairy. Ruby? Ruby, you there? It's me, Eric. There's something I need to ask you. Ruby runs the place. Looks like she's not around, but if anyone knows where Dirk is, it's her. Which means we'll have to go find her.
Of course we will. As you can see right
here's
here.
the plan. There's a tower they use to look out for fires. You're going to climb up there and keep an eye out for Ruby.
What makes you think I know
check
what
a
she
couple
looks
of other
like?
spots. Don't worry, you can't miss her. She's the only redhead in town.
Kind of infuriating how slowly the camera turns in this game.
get out of here. Go on.
Good dog. Good doggy. Stay.
That's what you get for being a sim. And I do believe I have found my target. I guess that that guy was right. I couldn't miss her if I tried.
Can't find Ruby anywhere. How about you? Any luck? You saw her heading back to the inn? Great! Let's head over there and find out what she knows. Well, if it isn't my favorite landlady.
Welcome to our humble... Strike a light! If it ain't me favourite little tea leaf! Last I heard, they'd locked you up and thrown away the key! Hang about. You've gone and escaped, ain't ya? You and your friend here are the fugitives everyone's talking about!
Yes, but no one needs to know that.
Well, I know not to stick me big nose in where it ain't wanted. You always delight to sail close to the wind.
Don't worry, I won't be here long. I just need to know where Dirk is. Have you seen him?
Dirk, eh? Now there's a name I ain't heard in a while. Didn't he open some fancy shop up by the castle? Yeah, that was it. Raking in the cash he is, or so they say.
That can't be right. The rent up there is crazy. Where would he find the money? Wait a second. He sold it, didn't he? The rat sold the damned orb.
Look, in this part of town you don't go asking too many questions, you know that. If you want more, you'll have to get it from the horse's mouth.
You're right. Thanks, Ruby. I appreciate it. We'll get out of your hair.
So this is gonna be one of those missions that send us on a wild goose chase, huh?
Traitor! I'll bet he sold me out and sold the orb. And also he could move up in the world. Well, I'll get what I'm owed. You'll see.
Well, you lie down with dog, you get fleas.
We'll need to get past that sentry if we're gonna... Wait, isn't he... Yeah. I remember hearing that one of the guards is terrified of dogs. I think it was him. Maybe we can borrow one of somebody.
that large circle is where the tree is, and I cut a little bit because it took me a second to realize that that was where the apples were that I needed to get, or whatever fruit they are. So I go back to town. I talk to a couple of merchants and try to find where the holy water is being sold, and I eventually find this merchant up here, who is just a traditional store owner. I wander around for a little bit, but I eventually find her. Talking to this girl actually made me feel bad while I was playing, because she's just there, sick, trying to make a living, and that could almost guilt you into buying stuff from her.
Ooh, it's holy water too. So maybe I can use this to purify that old demon.
So I take the water back to the girl and the dog, so that I can use them to scare the guard past the upper section of town. Which, if it's such important part of the town, you'd think there would be more than one guard protecting it at all times, but we're not going to get into that. It took me a little bit of time to figure out where to go here, because this game doesn't use a traditional checkmark system,
vibes with the
where you can very easily find where you need to go next. So I had to wander around aimlessly for a bit, but I eventually found my way.
Thanks for the heads up.
What you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to climb this ladder, and you're going to want to... You're not going to be able to make this jump, so you're going to want to try to find a little cord that connects the upper part of town to the lower section. This took me about 15 to 20 minutes to figure out. You might not have noticed it because of my improved editing skills. Doesn't stop me from aimlessly wandering around for a little bit. And that arrow that right there shows you the direction that you need to go. The two locations are actually very similar, from pre-cut and post-jump cut.
Where is it?
After I handed over
And that's
the
why I
made
had
sure to keep
it
my
be
ears to the
edited
ground
like
about
that.
where it ended up. I knew it was important to you, see? Well, a little bird tells me that Hendrik and his men
By the
took
way,
it to the
I am
Kingsbarrow, and it's been under
cutting
lock
out
and
quite a
key
bit
there
of
ever since.
story material,
Kingsbarrow, huh?
just to shorten the amount of time that it takes, because my my point with these
Southeast of town.
videos is
Same
just
direction as
to
cobblestone.
point you in the direction generally,
Which means we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
and you really don't need a
coming, Dirk?
cutscene for me to do
A
that.
little adventure for old time's sake.
Sorry, no can do. I got a shop to run and I'm a married man these days.
Married? Wow, you really have changed. Well, you always said you wanted to settle down and maybe go into business someday. I'm happy for you. We'd better get going. Take care, Dirk, and thanks for everything.
You too, old pal. Be lucky, eh? And don't you two go doing anything I wouldn't do.
So this area is
The south gate is crawling with guards. We won't be walking out that way. And Hendrik's men are too uptight to take bribes. Guess we'll have to go the long way round. If we skirt round the hills to the south, we should be able to approach the King Sparrow from the other side. We can drop into cobblestone on the way. Okay, let's head back downtown.
Watch yourselves out there, eh? They don't call that forest round there the Mangle Grove for nothing. There's plenty go in there and never come out.
It'll take more than a few kid stories to scare us off. And besides, it's the only way to get there.
I'll be honest. Making a trophy guide for a JRPG is a monstrous task. I'm probably gonna end the stream as soon as I manage to get out of here.
Any sign of them?
No, nothing. Let's search the town again.
Look at all those lights. They're pretty keen to find us, huh? We better steer clear of Heliodor until the heat dies down.
And how long do you think that's gonna
All
take?
right, through the Mangle Grove and onto cobblestone. Let's do this.
I might have to tell you that. I'm not charging a little bit interesting, merely in the sense that it's not the same as the area that came before. If you know me, you know that I hate swamp levels in video games. And so, hopefully we manage to get that portion of this out of the way. And by the way, as you saw with that purple flash, that means that I've been poisoned. You can only get poisoned by battling opponents in this area, so you don't really have to worry about that unless you put yourself in that position. It's not like you get poisoned just from being here. In case there was any confusion. Before you ask me, no, I don't know how to get down there. That's not too bad, because knowing how to get down there isn't necessarily relevant for this video. You wander around this log cabin for a bit, and you'll notice that there's this large cave right behind it. I don't remember if it was part of the cutscene or not, but there's something very special about that dog. Which I guess you're gonna see here.
What in the world? I repaired the bridge only yesterday, and now some blighter's gone and destroyed it again. If I ever find out who did this, I swear I'll...
Ta-da! You called? Tricky devil at your service. I went to a lot of trouble to smash at this stupid bridge. I'm not about to let you fix it again. Here, get a load of my devilishly tricky shapeshift beam. Now that's what I call tricky. 1 minute you're a silly old woodcutter, the next minute you're a smelly old dog. I'm a devilish genius. Now, what mischief shall I get up to next? Oh, so much trouble to cause so little time. Bye, doggy. Stay. An empty treasure chest. I think I've just hit upon my most devilish trick yet.
What the heck just happened? You touched that plant and then I saw all this crazy stuff. You really expect me to believe that this mutt here is actually the woodcutter? Huh. There's never a dull moment with you around. I'm gladder every day I broke you out of jail.
You just broke me out yesterday.
Well, all I know for sure is that we're never going to get out of this forest until we get that bridge fixed. And if what we just saw was true, Rover here is the only one who can fix it. Why don't we find that chest and have a word with our mischievous friend? Let's head back the way we came and see if we missed it somewhere. Chop, chop, chop.
I don't know how I figured out where to go here, but I think I kind of stumbled upon this path by chance. But I'm glad that it didn't take me a very long time to figure out, regardless.
Here come my next victims. Ta-da! Introducing the one, the only, Tricky Devil!
Hi.
Hey, you're supposed to be shocked by my devilish trickiness. No? Time for plan B then. Take this! Ha!
This guy actually has a little bit of health, despite how weak I make him look.
Seriously? The only thing I'm shocked by is how lame
But,
you are.
you're probably going to want to level a little bit before you take this guy on.
Devil, don't you know who I am? I'll teach you.
That's just my recommendation.
I'm gonna beat you to a pulp.
But if you feel comfortable with the amount of damage you're doing in each battle, then feel free to fight him. I don't have any insight as for what weaknesses you can exploit, so just hit him really hard, I guess. Oh yeah, I got lucky here, that I was able to use a pep power, and I was able to take advantage of large boost of damage that I was able to do early in the fight. So maybe if I had to give you a word of advice, build up a pet power between you and Eric, so you can do a lot of damage to him before he gets a chance to hit you.
Another one?
And right here, there's just a cutscene.
This can't be happening. Looks like the joke's on me this time.
Hey there! You two!
Oh, look! It's our pal the Pooch!
Not anymore. Thanks to you, I'm back to my old self. I'm Flint the Woodcutter, by the way. And I owe you more than words can possibly say. How can I ever repay you?
It's funny you should ask. We were hoping that some kind soul might fix that bridge the monster smashed up.
It would be my pleasure. Why don't you go back to my cabin and put your feet up? I'll have it mended for you in no time flat.
I was hoping you'd say that. Much obliged.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, but I'm happy to...
You don't hang about, huh? Thanks. You've really helped us out.
Now, young fellow, about this vision of me being turned into a dog you saw when you touched that glowing plant. The more I think about it, the more certain I am. What you experienced can only have been the guidance of Yggdrasil.
Does that mean anything to you?
It's something my dear old granddad told me about when I was a boy. Yggdrasil is the giant floating tree, the center of our world, of course. The source of all life, as some call it. If the legends are to be believed, each one of its leaves represents a life, and its power preserves the peace and harmony of our realm. The glowing plant forest is actually a part of Yggdrasil, a piece of root poking through from beneath. It's said that the World Tree can choose to communicate via her roots, but only with certain very special people. And that's what my granddad meant by the guidance of Yggdrasil. He was talking about just such visions as you saw. It's all coming back to me now. As a boy, I'd spend hours talking to the silly young thing, but did anything ever happen? Not a bit of it. But you, young man, you're different. You're one of the special ones, chosen by the World Tree. And you've got grey hair, too. Life just isn't fair.
So not only are you the Luminary, you're also Yggdrasil's favorite little leaf, huh?
If you want to put it like that, yes.
Some guys have all the luck, I guess. Well, we can't stand around talking about how great you are forever. Come on.
And after that cutscene is finished, then the trophy should pop.
Fun-sized